Lovely. Actually, I'm gonna put Nico, like, here. So that way I can Cerebro here and then Prodigy here. Well, I mean, I got a 4. I might give her, so I'm gonna give him 2 power to get this trash out of my hand. Yeah, Marvel Snap's basically a completely different game once you get Series 3 complete come. What is Pokemon Champions? Pokemon Champions is going to be a free-to-play app on Android, iOS, and Nintendo Switch. That will be, I think the best comparison is Pokemon Stadium from my childhood. Where it'll be a standalone battling app. But it should have, like, I would assume it'll have, like, ranked ladder and stuff, and that they'll eventually use it for, like, Pokemon Worlds in the future instead of VGC. Instead of the mainline games for VGC. Fun. Oh my goodness. I wanted to move Nocturne into the Elysium. So much for that one. We could cannonball them there. That's kind of funny. Yeah, it's totally illegal play. Because then it'll die. Good catch. Oh my goodness, I want a coin flip. Holy, I want a coin flip. Cooked, yeah. Little half-baked casserole. Take your toxic pile of trash and get out of my Marvel video game. The good guys have won today. Oh, are we sweating? Oh, are we sweating or not? Okay. Woo. Ain't nobody like Raptors, champ. Everybody ready to get down with disco? Disco Spider-Man. We really love Disco Spider-Man. Do 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 do. All right, are we taking 2x mode on Nico? I think so. Man, that's rude.
Clear for takeoff.
I wanted to set up Cerebro Prodigy. Oh, they are a Cerebro deck too, aren't they? Are we supposed to Nocturne? Why would we Nocturne? Because you want to bail out of here? I think we're winning the right, yeah? Alright, so if they Cerebro Mystique, they go up to 24 here. And I'm only going to 21. So I guess we're cooked. Right? That maths. Needed to be able to Prodigy.
Escaped.
Yes, yeah, they have their entire deck in their hands because of the Nico, so. Can we use Strange to pull something into Hellfire? I can't play Cerebro in the center because Echo is there. Oh, I could have done the inverse though. I could have pulled Strange with something with Strange into the middle. If I would have pulled something on the right though, I lose. So it would have been a flip. Maybe it's right to flip the coin there. Who's got a Cerebro bonus? This guy right here. Who does not? I'm in a giving mood. They could have Storm here. Yes, we can screw with their Cerebro, but they can't screw with ours. Via Castle Zemo. Playing Cerebro opens it up to Red Guardian. I mean, I have to play it out if I want to be able to Prodigy a Corrosion, so yeah, sometimes you're going to eat shit to the tech card. That's just how Marvel Snap works. Welcome to the game. I guess we could hide it behind Invisible Woman, but that doesn't seem like a winning play. I mean, we'll find out if Red Guardian's in their deck here, right? Although I guess if they win, I'm probably not playing more. I don't really want to play 4 to 9. Not all the Cerebro 2 decks have Red Guardian in them, chat. There's a lot of 3 energy plus cards you want to fit in. Alright, I think based on this concession, I don't play around Red Guardian at all. You're losing 20 to 24 on the left. They can't get a Cerebro bonus because I gave them Crystal. Well, that one's got to go.
Wind, aid my hand.
And we're probably setting up Shadow King in the center. Is this PC only or console also? Marvel's app's available on PC, Android, and iOS. Card games. Card games aren't usually very common on consoles. Usually you want a mouse or a touchscreen to be able to move cards with precision. So we do this, so Shadow King undoes Lasher. And even if they snap Bob out, I'm going to 30 here, and they're only going to 20, Oh, no, they'd be going to 32. If they snap, we have to leave. Right? Because each of these are 8. Yeah, the Switch 2 controllers being able to be used as mice on software is neat. We could see games like Snap coming to there for that reason, I think. Really like Pokemon Pocket. I would not be surprised if Pocket gets a Switch release at some point in the not too distant future. I mean, I really want to do this, but I just don't have Cerebro. I can't afford to not play a 3 energy card this turn, I don't think. How ambitious is this? I'm like pretty likely to draw Cerebro, yeah? And if I don't, I could just Shadow King the bonus away. Oh no! Well, the good news is that fucks both of us. We're cooked, gamers. Make a Prodigy to dig harder. We could, but... Nah. Wasn't there a console version on the Snap roadmap a while ago? I think controller support was on their roadmap infinity time ago. But I think it's probably safe to assume that anything that was on a Snap roadmap that hasn't materialized at this point should be considered not happening until more recently announced otherwise. They can't get into here, and I'm going to have a 50-50. What did I lose there? I lost Nocturne? I'm comparing my deck editor to my hand. It looks like it was Nocturne. I need Goliath to show up at my token shop soon. Do you think it will? I hope it doesn't. I hope Goliath never shows up in your token shop. I hope you buy the Goliath bundle that's in the shop, and second there's like, JK, this card's only for toxic people, you can't have it. Oh yeah, 3 versus 4 is a free stat for us. Good call. Just 2 versus 1 is the same as them. I should have snapped on the first turn based on it being based on what the cubes are. Hey, Doctor, don't fuck me on this, girl. You can give them a Monster Island, though, if you want. Oh, no! Absolutely cooked. I explicitly asked that you didn't do that, Nocturne. I had one request, and that was it. Ugh! Why couldn't she give us, like, Nidavellir there or something? Alright, I'm gonna play the last 2 cubes out. Hey, we can win 2 in a row. I believe in us. Our Cerebro number is bigger, ergo we are clearly the superior deck. Alright, I just read the best pun I'm gonna read today when I glanced over at my Twitter timeline, so you all get to hear it too. Federal agent assaulted by sandwich has been admitted to the Mayo Clinic. You have to laugh sometimes, chat, because the alternative is Craig. Excuse me? What?
Wind, aid my hand.
Good for both of us. Oh, I guess I get to do this, though, yeah? When I get to Shadow King left to undo the Lasher. Little casserole. All right, gamers. This is for all the marbles. This is for asserting dominance as the definitive superior Cerebro deck. Can we best them? It's amusing to me to hear someone say I should add Hope Summers to my deck or I should add Domino to my deck for consistency, because Domino actually does the opposite of that. So Domino makes you less likely to draw any of your given non-Domino cards over the course of a game. So if your goal is to find a particular card, in this case our deck's particular card is Cerebro, you really don't want to play Domino, because then you're less likely to draw Cerebro over the course of the game. Well, if they have Cerebro here, we're probably cooked.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Cooked has been declared. Alas. This game a wonderful example of why you should absolutely not put a card like Domino in this deck. Without your namesake, you're not functional. Perfect game to have on display after the Domino suggestion. Oh, you know what? I messed up here. I should have put Mobius in deep space, because his text box isn't relevant here, and then Crystal would have been guaranteed to go left, and I would have been more likely to draw Cerebro. And then my copied Cerebro would be guaranteed not to go into deep space. So I actually had a chance to win this game, despite the bad break. I had a better chance if I would have sequenced different here. Oh, we're just getting stormed anyways.
Aid my
done.
hand.
Yep. GG.
Escape.
Conquest a tough beat. Play your match for an hour and then have the entire game come down to you know, didn't draw your Cerebro on time. The opponent did. This deck has been good enough to play another match or two with it. Doesn't seem insane, but seems functional, which I think saying the Cerebro 4 deck is functional is exceeding expectations. So let's take a pause for the cause to let our adverts roll, and we'll play another match or two at least with this when we return. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope your Friday is off to a great start. It's a spending part of it here at Hoaglandia. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, make sure you tap the like button. Doesn't cost you anything. It helps the content reach some more people. Appreciate the over 100 folks that have done that today already. Ooh, chat, the vibes market is up again today. Apparently, the Trump administration has announced that they're considering buying a stake in Intel. Really have to say, for as much as the right-wingers profess to hate communism and socialism, the Trump administration is doing a lot of communism and socialism among the corporations. Is that what it's what socialist government's done, and it's communism, right? Communism is when the government's taking a stake inside of companies. It's National Socialism. Okay. Turns out the socialism was coming from inside the house the entire time. What do you think of the White Tiger Misery deck? I think when you say White Tiger Misery deck, you're not describing a specific thing. You're describing two cards that play all right together.
Mastery.
The one we were playing earlier today. If you go to the end of the segment, there's a wrap-up with some good, concise thoughts on it. You can always expect those when we finish playing something.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
High voltage with no tech cards next week. Don't worry, there will not be a shortage of ways to break your opponent's things. Teenage Warhead, Juggernaut, and Cannonball plus Mercury will all still be legal for high voltage next week. What site to use to track the vine? You could just literally type Dow Jones into Google and it gives you nice filters for current day versus recent timeline bands. Real clean interface. Yeah, and Arbor and Cosmo are banned, so there's almost an Arbor, Cosmo, and Alioth are banned, so there's actually no counterplay to it. Yeah, we're gonna make sure this this Grand Central doesn't screw us here. Right on time, Mobius. Welcome to the party. Ooh, that's a sweet Esme variant. defense. I don't think this matchup is about to offer particularly compelling gameplay. It's probably, do we have Mobius versus not? Because our numbers are just like never going to be remotely enough to be competitive here. Opponent's draw was pretty exceptionally bad that game. They have Rogue, though, so they can counter your counter. We can play the Morbius on turn 5, Gamer. So you stop their big flourish at the end. Apparently my opponent has decided they also don't feel this is a particularly compelling source of gameplay. We could just protect our Mobius with Invisible Woman. That's true. They can't rogue the Mobius if he's behind Invisible Woman. Isn't Intel already a government vendor of choice? So the difference between vending for the government and the government buying a stake in your company. Those are functionally very different.
Oh, snap.
Government has lots of vendors. So my next computer is an AMD. Got it. I'm already using an AMD computer because when I was looking to build this computer, Intel chips were melting themselves.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
It's funny, before this computer, I hadn't used a non-Intel chip in, gosh, decades. We thought of Frigga over Esme for a more controlled copy. So Esme doesn't just give you a copy of a card. Esme gives you a redraw. Esme gives you a redraw at a card. So Esme and Crystal are cards that make us more likely to draw Cerebro over the course of the game. If Cerebro's still in your deck on turn 5, you could Esme on 5 and basically have 2 shots at your namesake. You just do this and hope for the best, yeah. Probably cook to superior numbers here, but this is as big as we get here. 30 on the left, 30 on the right. Stuck in the middle with Shadow King. I think this is kind of the primary problem with the Cerebro build, is we really don't have tech cards, right? Like, just Mobius and then a Shadow King that doesn't get bonuses from our Cerebro is really not a lot. Like, Cerebro 2 has a ton of disruption in comparison. I don't understand the changes they made to move decks. Did you read the justification? Or did you listen to me talk to you about the justification? Because they had a pretty clean and clear justification for why they made the changes to the move cards that were very good in my opinion. There's always comments like that after each OTA, and I'm so glad I don't have Glenn Jones's job, because I would lose my fucking mind. The number of people that were like, I don't understand why they made this change after Glenn and his team, like, took literally, like, 2 pages worth of paragraphs to justify and explain every change, and people are just like, I don't get it. Why did they do this? I don't know. Not cut out for it. Oh, I technically could have had 40 on the left there, right? We still would have lost, but I would have had 40. Yeah, for reference, if you're someone that's not super plugged in and this is news to you, there are pages of explanations with every set of OTA changes that Second Dinner has ever put out. They're posted on their website, they're linked in the news section of that you get in client, and they're posted in the Discord server as well. Like, I'm not kidding that when I say the Second Dinner team communicates with the community better than any other game dev team I've ever engaged with. You know, honestly, and I don't want to risk changing that, but seeing how the community reacts to Second Dinner's regular good verbose communication, I completely fucking understand why other game companies don't bother. Like, no joke, seeing how Second Dinner goes the extra mile and how people react to it and just, like, pointedly ignore it, I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe the other game companies not bothering do have it right. So they're gonna fill the raft here, and then I'm gonna play this Mobius out, so they can't play the raft card, and then we're gonna get it for free to play out if we want to. Probably won't want to, but we can make sure they don't at least. Kicking the castle, kicking the castle. Oh, I actually don't want to give them Spider-Man because I don't want them to be able to move these here before I Prodigy. Is Nico here for 2x, general utility, or both? Always both. You're never playing Nico in a deck for... they're gonna get a free raft card. It's the first to fill the raft gets the card gamers. And even if it wasn't, their raft card would cost 6 because of Mobius. Well, it's about all we can do here. I genuinely think how much second dinner communicates is to their detriment. I think you're probably right, honestly. Oh my goodness, did we get him? I think we got him. We're beating 21. We got him crushed on the right, on the left. Very noise? Very noise?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh, we actually went all 3 because Pete jumps out. I'm sort of my ended AM shirt and feeling good. They do make wonderful stuff. Very good quality material. The rare Mindscape Cerebro, but we don't mind. Yeah, exactly. Prodigy coming off the top on the last turn was very nice there. All right, I'm going to end this one on a high note. I think if you're like, Jeff, I'm in love with Cerebro 4, can I play this deck and not feel incredibly embarrassed? My answer would be yes. However, I don't think it's a deck I'd recommend on power level. If you like this archetype, you should badger second dinner at least once a week to fix the Mysterio plus Prodigy bug, because this deck absolutely 1000% would love to be able to play Mysterio, but Mysterio bugs all of these cards that currently care about the position of things, so you can't play Mysterio alongside Prodigy correctly because it's just randomly going to copy the wrong things on you. But in an event where that didn't happen, Mysterio would be good to copy with Esme, and it would actually help you position Prodigy in a number of your games, which would be nice.